Muy bien.
Testing 1, 2. All I can say is don't get old. You see me struggle here trying to get up. I'm only 88, but I'm still having some problems physically. In the prayers, I'd like for you to pray for me too as well. But I am very honored to be here today to bless this event. This sage that I am burning here is given to us by the Creator to use as a purification, to get rid of all the negativity and bring in the positive atmosphere into events, gatherings, individuals. It brings a positive feeling to those that are here, that this smoke that comes from this sage goes up to the Creator. He hears what you say, she hears what you say, and what you think and how you feel. And it's a purification process as well. You feel negativity in your mind and your heart, this will take it away. So we want to bless all of you today. Suck it in as I pass this sage around your way. And we want to ask blessings upon the Indian Health Center for all that it does for the Indian community. It's been a long struggle to get these kinds of facilities and services to urban Indians and non-Indians that need health services. A lot of you are very dedicated people that work at the center. We appreciate that because you are showing us that you are concerned with the health of our people. And we want to thank you for that. We ask the blessings upon the center that it may continue to be a center that provides medical services to all of the people that live in the county of San Diego and the city of San Diego and those that use the center. We ask the blessings upon the board that are selected from the community to be responsible for the direction and implementation of the clinic. I want to ask blessings on the staff who have dedicated themselves to provide the needed health services to all of you here. We appreciate everything that you do. As an elder in the community, I especially want to thank you for what you do for me. I come and use the clinic many times, and I appreciate the kindness, the cordiality, the services that are provided by the center. Special blessings on my friend here, Paula Brim, who has some medical problems, but I see that she's in good shape today, and I'm glad to see her. So all of you that are here, thank you very much for what you do, and may the Great Spirit watch over you all the days of your life. Aho, dog, thank you.
Thank you, Randy. Please be seated. Kevin? Your turn. I do have a few things to say. I don't know what the schedule is today.
We'll be here till like 7 or 8 o'clock.
Somebody yelled fire at me the same thing. The need to get out. What Randy said about old is true, but aren't you lucky when you do get to be old? That's what I always tell everyone. Not everyone gets to be a certain age, so. I'd like to introduce first Karen Hilger, Dr. Karen Hilger. Karen, if you could just stand up and wave at everybody. Karen is a board member. She practices trauma medicine, but is currently working in a non-medical position, doing something. What is it, Karen?
Deployment readiness.
Deployment readiness, because she's a part of the Corps. I'd also like to thank our board members who aren't here today. They put in a lot of hours this last year, actually the last 2 years, when we've completed and closed a lot of things. We had a lot of decisions to make, and I really appreciate the fact that they've made themselves available, although all of them work, with the exception of me and one other board member, who are both retired. But Dale Squires is our El Kashinave. Jill Sherman Warren is our vice chair. Darren Craw, Mariah Lewis, Rick Needham is our secretary, Yvette Thayer, and Dr. Hilger. So if we can have a round of applause for our board members. This has been an absolutely amazing year. Those of us on the board are just astonished by everything that's been achieved this year. It's remarkable, all of the things that have been happening at the clinic, and all of them for the positive. I feel like we've really put a lot of the negative past behind us, and feeling very positive about the future. I especially like to thank Kevin for being a remarkable CEO. Kevin, you're astonishing in so many ways, and I can't tell you how much the board appreciates you. Tammy, you're not escaping. Tammy came in as CFO at a really difficult time, had many obstacles to jump over, many things to achieve, and she's done so remarkably with no complaining, and we just really appreciate all your efforts, Tammy. Thank you so much. Dr. Richardson, our long-suffering dentist. Dr. Richardson, who's been through so many peaks and valleys with our clinic, and she's still there running an amazing dental department. We really appreciate you, Doctor. Dr. Clement, our amazing Director of Behavioral Health, who's brought so many wonderful changes to that department and all the services you're providing to a community, and we're all still getting over COVID, and behavioral health is more needed than ever before. So thank you, Dr. Clement, so much. And last but certainly not least, Dr. Baker, our medical director. For the first time in many years, we have a fully functioning medical department that's delivering wonderful services to our patients. And we appreciate you so much, Dr. Baker. Thank you for everything you do. And I really want to thank all of you, each and every one of you sitting at these tables. Every single person in here is important to our organization and its ability to do what we want to do, which is deliver these services to the community. Each and every one of you is important, and you'll be really important to us as we try to move into the future and solidify the progression of this clinic into a remarkable organization. So thank all of you. And then I want to thank all of you too for volunteering for the powwow last year. All of you who did, you were unbelievable. You were just so great. And it was so nice to see your smiling faces there. You guys all had a good time too, didn't you? I mean, it seemed like you did, but thank you so much for volunteering. And for volunteering for all the community activities that we do. Your involvement is really important to making those successful. And it's really a good time for you to get out and interact with the community and see them in a different light. So, you know, I encourage you to do that if you have the opportunity to in the future. Also, kind of thank Ronnie. I just saw you come in. Ms. Ronnie Whitehorse, our remarkable RN, who's been with us through so much. Thank you for hanging on, Ronnie. One last thing, and then I'll shut up and get out of here so you guys can have fun. But I just want to thank you for everything that you've done and tell you that we're going to need your patience and understanding as we move into the future and building our new facility. I know that we're going to be cramped. Kevin has already spoken to the board about the possibility of needing to rent additional space. We're going to do everything we can do to keep business going and keep serving our patients, but also to see that all of you as our employees are comfortable in your jobs and take care of you as well. So thank you very much. I wish, however you celebrate it, wish you happy holidays for you, your family, and all those you love. Thanks.
Is everybody fired up to be here? Everybody looks really good from up here. I wish I wanted to take a nice picture. William will have to get a good picture from up here. It's really amazing. So I want to first start off by sharing a video. It's about 45 minutes before we get lunch. Just kidding. It's just a few minutes, but I want to just show a little video that has some insight from a couple of our patients and some staff talking about our patients.
From our co-workers, our lovely doctors, we're so thankful to have you guys here. We hope to bring in a good new year. Happy holidays.
It's a people front desk. Everybody's so really nice. It's very efficient.
I want to wish everybody a happy holidays. I want to thank you for allowing me to serve you, our patients, and our staff.
I'm so pleased every time I come here. So kind and so personal with patients. And you just greet patients with a smile. You make everybody feel confident. And I thank everybody in this clinic for thinking about patients first. I think that you'll help me.
You are wonderful. I appreciate the kind words. We love having here, and I think we use that to our advantage, that we're a smaller community clinic.
Yes.
And that way we're able to give the more individualized care.
Yes.
I think everybody that works here genuinely wants to be here and give that special attention to each patient.
So we have so much fun here working at our clinic. We're here to serve our community, our patients. We're very grateful for them. It just makes it easier for us to come to work every day, knowing that we have a great environment here with our peers. On Mondays, I have the opportunity to work from home, but today I decided to come in just because I like to be with my peers. I like to spend time with them. It's just very great to come into work.
I just want to throw out kudos to our team. Everyone's been helping in so many ways. Got the behavioral health team taking care of parents. We have a great staff here. We're vaccinating children. We're instilling hope and dreams into them, getting them into outdoor programs, and trying to make this a warmer winter.
I love coming to work every day. I enjoy coming to work because our staff in the dental department works well as a team. We enjoy each other's company and we like to provide good customer service for our patients. We do want to wish all of our patients as well as the whole complete staff very happy holidays. Thank you all for your service. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be a part of the staff here, the dental team especially. And I just want to wish all of our patients and employees a very happy holiday.
We like to make everyone here in medical feel special, whether that's celebrating their birthday or celebrating any other special life event they're having. Our goal is to take excellent care of our patients every day of the week, Delro.
Happy holidays from San Diego American Indian Health Center. Want to wish everyone a safe and joyful holiday. And thank you all for being a part of this amazing clinic.
We have to care for the patients. We have to continue support them with all their needs. I wish everyone Merry Christmas, and everyone is very supportive. Everyone is taking care of each other. So we're always being trying to support everybody.
Hi everyone, I just want to wish our teachers a happy and safe holiday. And to our team, I want to say that I appreciate you guys and I appreciate that we all work together.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to say thank you so much for making us be part of this wonderful organization. We love taking care of our patients. We love having them come over and giving us that trust so that we can provide for them in terms of health. And also the staff, the dental staff here is fantastic. We always have fun. We're always kidding around and we just enjoy being around each other.
Hi everyone, I just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from our clinic to you. And thank you all for coming and being part of our experience here.
I'm thankful for all our patients coming to the clinic. Enjoy your Christmas with your families and have a happy holidays.
All right, happy holidays everybody. Just wanted to wish you a great time. A time to reflect and just think about everything that we're grateful and thankful for this year. I know for myself, I'm really thankful for all of our patients who have worked with us and been patient with us, as well as all of our wonderful staff here. Happy holidays. Know that we're here for you if you need anything.
Greetings, relatives, family members. Ketui Leos and Shinanyamo and Aloha in that special way. Season's greetings to all of you. Just want to remind you the importance of having our well care as we do the season, the winter season. Make sure you use that lotion. Stay hydrated for yourselves. Do our best to get some physical exercise. Remember that spirituality is a big part of our well-being as well as nutrition. So what are we feeding ourselves? Also just want to remind you that we'll be here for you. Pick up that phone, make that call, check in with us so you can continue to feel well and healthy throughout the seasons. Sisters, staff, wellness to each and all of you, especially to your families in your homes, and everything that you do here at the clinic for the community. I want to take a moment to honor you and thank you for all your endeavors, your work, your education. It's all an important part of what we're doing today to help our community. We graciously thank you for all your support. Merry Keshkan to all. Gwinnett.
Happy holidays, everyone. I would like to send a special thanks to all of the San Diego American Indian Health Center staff for their hard work and dedication to the organization. I would like to send a special thanks to all of our patients for their trust in their care, and they should know they're in good hands.
I just want to say how grateful I am this year for the team that we have in place in dental. It's one of the best teams I've ever worked with. They're very compassionate people, and every day they inspire me to do better work. I'm also extremely thankful for the family of patients that I've been able to treat for 14 years now. Most of them have become like family, so I'm always very appreciative every day that I get to see them. And I want to wish everyone a happy holidays and a healthy new year.
I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I'm grateful to be here. I love everybody here, and I hope everybody has a safe one.
Wishing our patients and their families a joyful holiday and new year. We are honored to serve our community with great medical, dental, behavioral health, and wellness care. Our staff are committed to doing their very best as we provide care to our community. We have an amazing team that cares not only for our patients, but also for each other. I am honored to be a part of this organization and want to thank our board of directors for their leadership in making this organization successful. And I want to thank our staff for their strong commitment and compassionate care. Have a wonderful holiday and an amazing new year. We are committed to making 2023 the best year yet. For the next 30 minutes before we break for lunch. So let's start first with the last two tables. If you could make your way out there, the food is ready. And then as I see people fill up back there, then we'll just keep working our way forward. And we're gonna still continue with a couple presentations so that then we have time for some games that we have coming up soon. So the back two tables, you better run. If you don't, the front tables are gonna say, hey, as soon as you lose. I'm being asked, where do people put their ballots for the best dressed and the ugliest sweater? Does anybody know? Emmanuel, can you ask William if he's out there? He must have jumped into those back two tables to get those dibs. Tammy, can I have you come on up here, Dr. Clement and Dr. Richardson? Can you guys come on up here? By the way, while they're coming, I could put a couple things on the walls here. I was doing some demographics for, basically for us to see funding for the new building. There's a lot of things that we have to fill out. And what's interesting with the demographics is the large Gen Y population we have. The largest generation of workforce, Gen Y. And then also just the staffing levels over the last since 2018. And ethnicities in the map, like where everybody lives. And so your address and your name, no, I'm just kidding, it's just like a little dot, but it's kind of interesting to see where everybody's at. And then behind me here, get a chance to just check these out. I'll put them in the boardroom after today. But these are comments from patients over the last few months, and it's really amazing when you see some of the comments that are very directed. And it's not just like, oh, thank you, nice job. They're very specific. This is really powerful. And then don't forget to check out the gratitude wall back there. If you got to see when you came in, where everybody got to write on those little things that you were like, what the heck is this guy doing now? So that's where that came from. So first I want to thank Tammy, Dr. Richardson, Dr. Clement, Dr. Baker, when you started getting this food. Just for the hard work, because many people don't realize the challenges that go on within our QHC, highly regulated, but also when you come in somewhere, finance was always very challenged. And so you ask someone to come in and say, hey, there's no budgets for anything, and we need that to all be created, and hold everyone accountable for them that have never been used to that. So it's hard work, but it's a requirement. And so thank you, especially Tammy, for being able to stand through that. I know it's been tough, but you've done it and continue to move forward. Dr. Richardson, always with dental, obviously your team, everybody is always positive. By the way, right here. Yeah. Thank you. And we're proud of you, by the way. Okay. Dr. Clement, just for all the things with behavioral health as well. So I want each of them to be able to share their hearts with the group. We have 1 hour each. Yes.
So I want to say thank you to Kevin. He is our leader. He
drives us through all our challenges. And so we all signed a card. Hopefully everybody got to sign it. It went around to everybody. And we know you hate Starbucks.
Keep it up.
Yeah, right. So we have a card for you. So thank you for everything, for your leadership and your thank you, everyone. It has been challenging. It's been fun, but it's been challenging. And I know you guys get requests from me that are different than you've had in the past. And we're all working through the changes to make this a better place, to make the clinic in front of you. We're all going to a better place. We're always trying to improve. So thank you for all of your hard work. And thank you for being there for the patients. That is our main focus. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I wasn't expecting to do this until the end, but now that we're on the spot.
I love doing that.
I know you do. Can you hear me okay? Do I have to hold the mic? Okay. So I'm Dr. Richardson. I think I know just about everybody. I've been here for a long time, as has been pointed out. I think this is maybe the 12th year we've been in this beautiful venue. We actually had a dental patient who was in charge of events a long time ago and was our initial point of contact. And so just thank you for always, not always, but it's been a beautiful ride here at this venue. So I actually modified a traditional poem, a Christmas poem, and I would like to recite that right now. Here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all throughout the health center, not a person was stirring, not even Jen Kenter. The lab coats were hung by the kitchen with care, in hopes that St. Kevin soon would be there. The employees were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of ECW glitches lived in their heads. Dr. Baker in his polo, and I in my scrub cap, had just settled down for a long night of charting. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my computer to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew with a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of fallen snow. Gave a luster at midday to the parking lot below. When what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature motorcycle and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little middle-aged driver so tech-savvy and stressing. Well, I knew in a moment it must be St. Kevin. More rapid than eagles, his co-workers they came. And he whistled and he shouted and he called them by name. On Tammy, on Ruby, on Katie and Jen, on Clement, on Johnny, on Ronnie and Dorette. To the top of the clinic, to the top of the wall. Now dash away all. So up to the rooftop, the co-workers they flew with a sleigh cycle full of office supplies and St. Kevin too. Then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Kevin came with a bound. He was dressed flat in khaki from his head to his foot, and his hand holding Starbucks, tarnished with asphalt and soot. A bundle of security cameras he had flown on his back. And he looked like an IT man, just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry.
Keep going.
His droll little mouth was drawn up in a bow, and the teeth in his mouth were as white as the snow. The green matcha tea he held tight in his hand, still able to conduct his theater of our band. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. That's the one. I don't even find out. I had to bear with him. He was stern but kind, a bright, jolly, middle-aged elf, and I laughed when I saw it in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word but went straight to his work and filled all the workstations and turned with a jerk, and laying a finger to the side of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his bike and to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a missile. Right, I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, happy holidays to all and good night. Oh, the recording, great, I don't want to do it. But I'm here to say thanks to, first and foremost, the dental team, of course. I was being sincere when I said this is one of the best teams I've worked with. The level of maturity and commitment is, I haven't experienced that yet. And so I'm just so thankful for all of you and your dedication to our patients. Your passion is astounding. So yeah, thank you for that. Some accomplishments that we've made this year as a team, SDAIHC accreditation, of course. I think we have meetings that go back 2010 is I think that I found some notes when we first started to get this underway, and here we are. We finally, we finally accomplished it. So Johnny, I don't think he's in here, but I wanted to recognize Johnny and Kevin for all their hard work on that, because without you two, I don't know if we'd be there yet. Johnny, you put in all the time, and Kevin, you put let's get this done. So we got it done, and I'm really excited about that. We've increased our productivity by about 34% since COVID, which is huge. Last 2 years have been a little rough, as we all know, but we're back. We're back in good shape. We have full staffing again, thanks to Tammy for allowing us to get to that point. So our goals are to move forward and see more patients and do the best that we can providing care to our patients. And keep our good attitudes and our good team going. And let's see what else. We've also increased our interdepartmental communication. We're having meetings monthly now, which is something we've never done in the past. So I'm able to refer my patients directly to Dr. Baker for blood pressure or whatever it may be. So that's kind of nice to see how ECW can actually work. And let's see, I think one other thing we are proud of is that we finally are back in schools doing oral health screenings under our OPI program. We haven't been able to do that since COVID, so I think we've reached about 288 kids just in the past few months. So those are what we've been doing this year, and I'm just happy to be here. So thank you all.
Alright, so, y'all hear me okay? I can't tell. Y'all hear me? Yes. So, I'm not big on speeches and stuff, but Kevin told me I gotta do it, so I'm gonna do it. And y'all get comfortable, okay? It's been a difficult year, but it's also been a lot of positive within that year as well. We've been able to help a lot of people, a lot of families. There's been a lot of transformation in a lot of our patients that we've worked with. Most of the year we've been understaffed. I know it's not as bad as a lot of other places. I know that there's a lot of places that had it a lot worse than us. And that's true, that's valid. And it's also true and valid that we were understaffed, right? But I want to thank the board of directors for their continued support, and the executive leadership team for their support, and also the support of our consulting psychologist, Dr. Bob, who's over in Hawaii. He was really instrumental in helping me in my first year and a half here as a director. Without the support of all of those entities and people, we would not have been able to achieve the 3-year CARF accreditation, the SDAIHC accreditation, and also the continued IHS accreditation. And that's major. These were things that we've been trying to do in this facility for years. So that's a huge feather in our cap. We should all be proud of that. And that is from every single employee, and also some of the patients helped us with that too, because they did a lot of the interviews talking about the patient experience. So I'm thankful for them as well. We've gone through most of our year without 2 full-time psychiatric nurse practitioners. The bulk of that burden it fell on Kelly Scott, and so I really want to single her out here today. We're very happy and grateful that Reina Monto which is probably what she wants, right? But when you see her, like, let her know that she got a shout out, right? She carried the load for like over 6 months, and she really needs to be celebrated for that. She did a lot of work, a lot of long hours, and a lot of patients that she saw, and so I just really want to thank Kelly for that. Also, unfortunately, Reina Monto can't be here with us, but we're really happy that she's on board to help share that work. But Kelly was basically a literal lifesaver. And speaking of lifesavers, I want to give a shout out to Kat. She's out there in the back, the sunglasses on the top of her. Yeah, how about you, Kat? She joined us, I think, about like 4 months ago, maybe 4. And she was involved in a couple of incidents at the clinic where people literally were in a lot of distress, and they considered using that first avenue bridge to end it. And Kat was the one who actually sat with these individuals. And if you've ever had to sit with somebody when they're in that level of distress, it's a very difficult thing to do. And she was able to sit with them, bring her calm demeanor, and create a safe space for these individuals. And I really want to thank you for that. That was huge. Right when you first started, so thank you for that, Kat. Both Kat and Kelly.
Kelly.
Both Kat and Kelly are hilarious. So if you get a chance to hang out with them, I strongly recommend it. They've done a great job of keeping our department kind of light throughout all of this, and they make our place a better work to work, better place to work in. Right on cue, I want to thank Margie Anderson.
Yeah, I work that
She continues to walk the walk with a healer. She's not only a substance abuse counselor and a grant overseer, but she facilitates the well-writing support groups along with her husband, Rob. And Margie does a lot of work in the evenings, on the weekends. Oftentimes it's hard for me to discern like what is work and what is just her answering her natural calling. It's definitely a way of life for her, a walk of life, and I really want to thank her for that. And, Dr. Rhoda, it's been a challenging year for her. It's not my business to talk about that, but the reason why I bring it up is because I'm willing to bet that nobody knows. That's just a testament to how you carry yourself, right? You've been singled out for being calm, patience, and really being able to connect with them to their individual needs. And so, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you're continuing here. You're always here to be supportive of your teammates, coworkers. So thank you for that. Because they're coming in at some time. So Dr. Berry, she's been here for 7 years. And, unfortunately for us, she's decided to jump back into private practice. And so we're definitely going to really miss you. Your patients will obviously miss you. All you gotta do is look at this board right here, and you'll see stuff about Dr. Berry. I'm really trying to twist her arm to get her to stick around for a smaller role, but one that's very important. And, you know, Dr. Barry, obviously there's all the work to do with the patients. And, you know, we've known each other for a long time. You gave me my first job as a psychologist before I was even licensed. This was at another facility. So, but one of the things that I really value most about you is your ability to hold a critical lens to patient care while also creating a very safe space for the provider. It's a very difficult thing to do, and you're masterful at it. I wish y'all could see, you know, the subtleties that she uses and the various tonal inflections that she does to create that environment. It's something that I'm trying to learn, trying to pick up on. But I hope that she can stay on into that role. But also, I'm very happy for you in your next movie. So congratulations and thank you. And then Willow, she jumped right into the program manager position, behavioral health, from the PH coordinator position, and she's been instrumental in helping with the senior branch meeting, the winter wellness fair. We're still looking for another cook for the chili. So if you want to do that, hit up Willow. She's very passionate about her work. She's very much invested in her work, and I've seen her passion and dedication to serving our community. She doesn't take that responsibility lightly. She goes after it, and I give her much respect and props for that. Thank you. And then Stephanie jumped right in. Yeah, you gotta get up and walk while I'm talking about you. She jumped right in where Willow left off. And Stephanie has been instrumental in just making sure that parents or patients are getting all the care that they need and that they deserve. I've seen her really step up and try to make sure that every patient is seen, that every patient, and when I mean seen, I don't mean seen in an office, but seen, right? In fact, she was the person who approached one of those people who was going to jump off the bridge. She was the one who saw them sitting on the sidewalk, and she went out there. That was Norma. Both of you, right? Both of you went out there and asked if this person was okay and see if they needed help, brought them back in. And that's where Kat came, and Dr. Barrett as well. But it's just an example of the type of work that Stephanie has, the dedication that she has. So thank you, Stephanie. Dean, our public health nurse case manager, where's he at? There he is. Dean has been nailed all year. This guy comes in with a smile, puts his head down, gets to work, sees every patient that we come in front of him. And I'm so happy that he's there. Our patients are happy that he's there. He was actually the National Nurse of the Month for the month of May. But thank you, Dean. Kim was right here with Stephanie. She jumped right in as our medical assistant in behavioral health. She just passed her 90-day probation. So I'm seeing a lot of great things in her future. So thank you, Kim. And then we got our youth center staff. So we have Laura. Oh, there she is. So Laura is also going to be leaving us. So we're sad about that, but we're also happy that you're moving on to the next point of development for you. And I know you're going to do wonderful work out there in La Jolla on the res. And so thank you for all of the love and dedication that you put into the youth center and all the work that you did with the kids and the staff. Thank you.
He's been such a great resource for the community and the youth. He's been a pillar at the youth center, and he's been like the one constant in that youth center. And most of the youth that we serve in the youth center don't have a lot of consistency in their life. And so there you've been that. And you see that's when people come back, right? As young adults, like middle age, they come back and they say, Larry! And you can just see it in their face and their energy. They recognize you and they feel at home, they feel safe. And that's what you bring in there, along with all of your artistic flair, right? So that all of the flyers we all have, they're all because of this gentleman right here. So thank you, Larry. And then Nay moved right over. Where's Nay at? Nay moved right over to the center. He just shifted right in like he's been there all this time. It's like he hasn't even skipped a beat. And it's been wonderful. I want to thank you, Nay, for moving over and joining our team. A shameless plug, if any of y'all know any youth who are interested in photography, Nay has just started a photography class at the youth center on Tuesdays, right? And so every other Tuesday. And be on the lookout for art exhibit that Nay and some of those participants will be putting on soon. So thank you, Nay. And then we got the two youth mentors, Dylan and Emmanuel. Such enthusiasm for their work, tremendous insight for folks like myself, middle-aged old folks, right? As to what the youth can really use, what they might want, and what they might need. And whenever they've been put to a task to share something of themselves or speak to a group, they've done with flying colors. They've been amazing. So thank you to both of you. And so that's all I got. I want to thank everybody.
Hello, everybody. Well, this year I'm in an identity crisis. My whole life, I thought I was a brother to Laura and Ruby. I thought I was Latin. My family always told me that. We were dancing with Tapatio. And then my sister Jessica decided she was suspicious and she said, I'm going to do the 23andMe. No. If you do that, then they can prosecute me for my crimes, right? The DNA will be out there. But she did anyway. And it turned out that we are actually from, we're Pueblo Native Americans. Tiwa speaking people. And so I went back and I thought about my grandmother that was Tiwa and what she used to say. And it reminded me so much of our team here. Front desk folks, my grandmother used to say, treat strangers like they're your family. And you all do that. The nurses and Katie and the medical assistants, Grandma used to say, when you're hurting, I feel the pain. It's empathy. And I see that in all of you so much. And then finally, for the planet, she would say, we evolved, this is a very scientific person, next to the rabbits and the buffalo and the deer, and they allow us to survive. They feed us. They can keep us warm. And this all happens because the planet loves us. These are the beautiful words and the culture that I'm going to start learning more about. And you all have inspired that. Okay, have a good night.
Right when I tried to sneak out, all of a sudden I got conflict. First, I got set the record straight. I do not have a little motorcycle until 1100. Also, how many years have disappeared? See? All right, I want to clarify those things. Just so grateful though for like Dr. Richardson, Dr. Clement, Dr. Baker, Tammy. I get to hear them talk and brag about their teams all the time, of just being so excited because of the way everything's coming together. So I want to call a couple other leaders that you're eating right now, but Mamoon, Johnny, Anna, you guys come on up here. I know your mouths are all full, so I'll say a few more sentences. But we can have everyone over here. Let me just talk and share a little bit. Their teams. We're gonna get on time, so you guys have like an hour each.
Oh, no,
Ladies first.
here's where you don't have to be gentlemen.
What can I say? It's been a great year, right? We've got a lot of great staff here. We've evolved from what we were then to what we are now. You know, I've only been here a year and a half, going on 2 years. So much has changed, and for the better, right? Again, you know, everyone keeps saying the same things up here. So, you know, Dr. Richardson is running a great dental care. Dr. Baker is holding strong in medical. Dr. Clement does amazing work at behavioral health. You know, Laura, Larry, the whole youth center team, keeping wellness, a very strong part of the community, right? And you know, special thanks to the board members and Randy. You know, I've never seen a board that's so involved with the community, right? I've never seen so many events that are getting thrown and things getting done in the entire year. So, you know, I just feel fortunate to be a part of your team. And so, you know, I want to thank each and every one of you. Special shout out to our patient services department. Ruby, you've been amazing. You know, Ruby's the kind of person that doesn't like the spotlight. And she definitely doesn't want to, you know, be the one leading the ship, but you know, she kind of nestles herself right in there, you know, and taking leadership temporarily because we have Nareda here as well. She's our current leader in patient services, and yeah, she made some special time out away from her newborn baby, who's 5 months old now. And so, you know, special thanks to Ruby and Nareda. You guys make a strong team, and can't wait for Nareda for you to come back. It's going to make PSRs feel like family one more time. You know, I want to also shout out Laura Lopez. You know, full disclosure, she was going to leave. She had a different offer, right? And you know, that's what kind of this whole year's been about. A lot of people trying to figure themselves out. You know, trying to see what other opportunities are out there. But I presented her with some, you know, different ideas, and you know, she accepted. And ever since then, she's been very, you know, how does she say this, loyal. She's been very, you know, friendly with all of the staff. She's a jokester. She's a little prankster in the PSR. So, you know, if you see her, tell her that's what I said. I wanted to give a shout out to Laura, or Angie Gutierrez. She's been a great addition to the team. She's quiet, but as you know, as you get to know her, she gets to the point. You know, she doesn't have a lot of fluff, and so that's great. I love the whole, you know, I love the whole vibe, man. She's also a teacher. So she teaches at university, I believe in Mexico. Yeah, so I think her wisdom is going to add a lot of value to the team. I want to thank Norma. Big shout out to Norma. She's on her. She's passed her 90-day probation as well, I believe. Hello. She just doesn't know it yet. So there's a lot to celebrate here today. But Norma brings a very calm sense to the front desk there. Patients love her, and she's very, very pleasant. And that's kind of what we need when so many of our patients are in pain and they need help, right? Whether it's medical, behavioral health, or even dental. So, I want to show my gratitude to you. If I'm forgetting anybody, I do apologize. I wasn't prepared because nobody ever told me that I was going to make a speech. So I'm just running off the cuff here. But I'm just going to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart to hopefully yours. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and enjoy the rest of your meal today.
Sorry, I put on my different voice stages, putting an act, different hair, different voice, hopefully a better speech. It's been a crazy year. In a good way, the craziest is I'm almost here for, gonna finish a year, in 2 months, so it doesn't feel like it. Time definitely flies. But we did inherit very beautiful, green grass, inheritance, and we've been smooth sailing since ever. I say that sarcastically because this year, truly, as challenging as this year is, as we had a lot of, ups and downs and all that, but probably this is one of the toughest years we will go through. 3 surveys turned into 5, the incidents, the IT incidents, with everything else has to operate on a day-to-day basis, and the team just kept holding. The team kept together, and this is just we should reflect on this as how hard times gets. It's really the people around us, the people who guide us, lead us, and the people we work with that just makes this place running, right? So I would like to truly thank the board members and Paula for trusting us on, running the ship. But as leaders, we are there to lead and support you guys. Ultimately, it's you guys who are serving the patients. And I truly want to thank you guys. Thanks everybody in each different department, medical, dental, PH. And I truly want to, thank the people in the admin department. There's a lot behind the scenes goes, people, in the medical and dental and behavioral health department don't really see, because it's all right, internet is down, what's going on? And there's a hot mess right there, we're trying to figure out, right? But giving, I don't know, sometimes my time goes too long, I just cut it short. Everything we oversee, everything we're involved in, allowed me as a new person to see, details that I don't believe anybody gets to see every day, right? And each department we worked with, there was a lot of issues, a lot of challenges, right? So I would like to truly thank Tammy and her financial team, because that department had a lot of challenges before they come in. There was a lot of things that are being done and all that. I truly want to thank Roxy. She's our newest, team member for the data team, and she just came with a great vision for data and how to collect data, we can archive data and all this and that. I would like to thank someone who's not with us today. Maddie, unfortunately, is out sick. This guy, apparently, he's very introvert, doesn't like to be around people, but he is just running around, helping everybody, connecting with everybody. He's amazing. I don't know what I would do without him. Like, to be honest, he is amazing. And he, like, him and Roxy truly, you know, kind of helping me, you know, make my vision come true, which I focus on a lot, is culture. Culture doesn't mean we come to work and we, you know, do the work and go home. Culture means we're here for each other. We work, yes, we work 8 to 5, but we are here as a team. Regardless of which department you are, we all here for each other. And this year, hopefully, you guys can reflect on it and show that we are truly a team. We're standing by each other, and we're supporting each other. This is what the team spirit is. Yes, it's, you know, I don't like the term, it's like, oh, it's like a family. No. Families fight all the time. Families have problems, you know. But when we are a team, right, we are brothers and sisters. When you are a team, your main goal is what's driving you. Yes. Me and Kevin could have, you know, not see eye to eye. Me and Johnny may argue with something, but ultimately, who's going to win is like, what is the vision to our patients? Nothing personal, but ultimately we're here to support the community. And I would like to truly thank Randy for sharing, you know, his prayers earlier. This is the first time in my life to work with the Native community, and it's been an honor and a pleasure to serve and help the community. Because from all of us, you guys, we're here for you guys, and this is our mission, and this is our dedication. So thank you all. I appreciate all of you guys.
I'll be brief since he took into my 10 minutes. So, welcome, hello everyone. Perhaps I haven't had an opportunity to meet everyone, but again, it's a pleasure to serve you, to be part of this foundation, to be part of your mission. I'm honored to be here with you. A few words to say about where we're currently at with human resources in that department is, I pulled some data. Who doesn't love data, right? I do. So, glad to see that in just 4 years, you have really doubled in size. I looked at numbers and data, you were at 40 employees and right now you're close to 77. I mean, that to me is such a huge accomplishment as far as what you are doing and continue to do. We in HR will promise to continually improve and sustain San Diego American Indians Health Center's ability to attract, develop, train, retain, and an excellent and diverse talent in a compliant and an exclusive way. Together with Melanie Painter, we are working and getting equipped with the information and tools that are needed to support all of the employees' requests and hopefully streamline our processes. Together, we can continue to create a culture where people are excited to come to work, where we're all dedicated to San Diego American Indians' mission. Your loyalty and dedicated employees like you are the foundation to this successful company, which is why you are at 80, and 4 years ago you were only at 40. Thank you again for allowing me to serve you. Thank you for your contribution to the success. And it's important that we continue to support each other and the community. Together, we can be better because all of you matter in this room. Happy holidays and blessings to all.
All right, I'm gonna give a little update and take us through a little journey. The cord doesn't work all the way, so I hope, can you guys all hear me okay? Okay. So I don't know if anybody remembers, before we did the refresh with COVID, remember when COVID happened, we had to seize that moment. And so we saw that as an opportunity to get some grant funds to actually be able to change the carpet to vinyl, healthcare grade vinyl flooring. The paint on the outside, Larry's amazing rebranding of the organization. And just made a big difference. And so the patients noted it, they loved it. So the carpet, and then now they got the flooring that we have. So some really good things. So currently, we're about 14,290 square footage. And that's not including greenhouse, because we use it occasionally, but it certainly is not, included like the space of our clinic. And so parking levels, we know we have one little underground there, it's like 25 spaces. But where we're going for the future, the health center listed right here, is 54,000 square feet, 3 levels of underground parking, which is 129 spaces. So it's going to be really a big deal for us to do this, to make this move, and it's very important, because if it wasn't for telehealth, it would be very hard for us to see all the patients. So really, that kind of came at a perfect time. So I want to kind of go a little bit into kind of the different phases. So this is greenhouse phase 1, and then this is our clinic phase 2. So there will be 2 phases, right? At some point, we will be demolishing the greenhouse building. And it's going to be a pain, because we're not going to have that parking lot underneath there, even though it's like 25 spaces. It's so we have some contingency plans we're working on. But basically, that would start the build of the building, which typically takes about 2.5 years. So phase 2, after that 2.5 years, we move into phase 1, the new building. And then phase 2 is we got a demolition of the building that we have now. So that will be the phase 2, which is that second building, which the board is pleased to be able to have affordable housing for seniors, especially those rich and homeless. I was talking to Margie, Dr. Clement earlier. We had a situation this morning where a 21-year-old, I saw a picture of him a couple of years ago, and a picture of him now, hooked on fentanyl. You can't even recognize him. And everything is booked up anywhere to try to get detox. And it's very hard to get it anywhere. So he's in an outpatient program, and it's just too difficult to try to stop that when you're not detoxed. So there could be opportunities where some of these units maybe can be, for like women that are going through domestic violence issues, a couple of things. So there's a lot of options that we don't know yet. We have to still work with it, talk to the city, the board, but there's some opportunities for that. With the health center, as you know, you had CSD come and Jeff and Joe come and talk and get feedback from you. The feedback that we gathered everybody from all the different ideas everybody had. Now that's going to the city, and then the city will come back and say, that sounds good, or no, that doesn't, or whatever. And then we just keep going through this process till ultimately it starts the permitting. And the permitting process is where we start actually getting the permits to actually start. The reason we don't want to demo greenhouse until we have concurrent permits is the worst case is you demo that building, we have nothing there now, and it's dirt. And then the city takes 2 years to finally give us our permits for that building. So we're working into where we're telling them that we cannot and will not build until we know it's going to happen right after the demo. So we're hoping it could be early, this next year, 2023. But it's a huge project. It's a huge project. The city's working really good with us, so that's really good. But I want to talk about, we get a new building. But the big thing that we really have to work on, all of us, there's articles right now to talk about post-COVID. And the number one thing plaguing healthcare across the country is negativity in the workplace, gossip. McKinsey posted an article about this, to where people are finding their work environments, that even some of them decided they used to be friends, and there's toxicity. And so we all have to resist this temptation. And a lot of it is because we've never seen the world go through something like this with the pandemic. It's major changes that none of us may not even recognize some of the changes that impacted us for another year or so. So I want to encourage us to really try to focus on gratefulness. And we had this where everybody got to write something about someone. And I encourage you to find yours out there. This will be in the boardroom. We'll move that into the boardroom until next year, and we'll do it again. But imagine if this was a wall of shame and instead it was gossip and trash talk. And people would be like, oh no, I don't want to see this. But this is nice for us to go, oh look, somebody said this about someone, somebody said this. And so I want to challenge us for 2023, and I want to call this the power of one. And what does that mean? I can't control others. I can only control myself. I can try, but ultimately, if I'm not around, people are prone to do whatever they want to do, right? It's like parenting. You can put rules for your kids, but as soon as they step out of that when they're 18, 19, you better hope that you build something in there, because it's hard. So for us, this power of one is each of us in this room have the power to have a major impact in saying, let's be committed that every time we're tempted to gossip or to see the negative of something, to try to focus ourselves not to do that. We have that power of one. Again, we have no power over others, right? We really only have power over ourselves. So I want everybody to know, everybody here at Great is granted that power of one to do what is right. All of us know when, my mom used to say, if you can't say something nice about someone, don't say it at all. We all know those little sayings, but it is true. It really is true. Also with our patients, I'm always awed by, I know we don't have any challenging patients. When challenging patients come, I'm always stunned at the resilience of staff, being able to kind of keep a low key and to try to deal with it. Just had something in dental, was it yesterday or the day before? You guys are able to manage a lot of this stuff. And there's been times where patients actually tell me, I was at your clinic and I was a jerk, and I'm sorry. And they actually treated me nice, and I shouldn't have been what I did. Those are powerful moments because people don't like their prognosis, people are in bad places, but we have that power to make change in the lives of all of our patients. But we also have the power to help each other make positive change in our personal lives and in the success of the organization. Whenever there's momentum of finding everything that's wrong, listen, we all have to understand, all of us have flaws. There's no perfection, there's no perfect organization, there's no perfect people. We're in an imperfect world with imperfect people, and that's the reality that we always are going to face. That's it. But we can build resilience and we can try to say, how do I want to be known? What do I want to be known for? And that's what I'm asking for all of us to be committed to. Power one, self-empowerment to guide you in making the right decisions even when it's difficult. And, doing the right thing, and if you feel that power, you can pass that on to patients and help influence them, and then they can make responsible decisions as well. What a lot of organizations are starting to do is they do recommitment ceremonies. Every year they're doing a recommitment ceremony. Sharp does this, Scripps is doing this, many of the organizations. And what they're doing, because there's so much burnout, is trying to say, let's start fresh for 2023. Let's forget the past and let's say, you know what? I want to be committed to being positive and doing the right thing every opportunity that I can. And so that's what I want to ask all of us today, is that we would make that recommitment to do that. So I know there's a lot of steering around in here. I ask everyone to not leave me, but not run around for a second. I want to ask everybody that's in this room, if you're willing to make that commitment, a recommitment to the organization, to our patients, and to each other, I want you to stand up right now. I want you to stand up. If you're willing to say, I'm going to be committed to not fall into negativity, but I want to really try to be positive, be a positive influence, be a light for our patients, encourage. And now look around all of us. Look around. All of us are saying this in front of each other, and so there's a level of accountability that if we sense each other being negative, we can say things like, you know what, I don't want to really hear all this. Remember, we made that recommitment. We all committed in front of each other that we don't want to go down that road. I heard a saying, and it said this. It said, gossip is actually okay as long as you're not gossiping about me. Right? When it's about me, now, uh-oh. So I want to just challenge us to really be committed to this. We can do it, but I will tell you, the quicker we do this, the more you're going to see our organization rise up stronger, stress going away, and us really accomplishing everything that we can and really be able to bless the Native community and our underserved population. So all of us are committed to that, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm with you. You can be seated. I just want to get that recommitment.